So last week, I saw a night truck pulling a Swift trailer. So I guess everybody knows that somehow night and Swift are connected. Question is, what does it mean to us drivers? So obviously there's a merger obviously between Swift and Night, and I'm sure you've heard a lot of let's call it for the time being information on YouTube from other truckers on YouTube, and letting you know, well, this is what's going on, that's what's going on, whatever, that people are getting laid off, or I had one subscriber tell me that Swift cut their cents per mile, I guess it's how they get paid. I inboxed back to ask him if they were regional, dedicated, or whatnot, but I hadn't gotten a reply. I only wanted to know that because I wanted to know if maybe if he's dedicated, that the customer and Swift came to a different agreement, a new contract, and a new contract was less money or something. I don't know. I was just trying to figure out why their rate of pay would have been cut. And the subscriber said that they thought it had something to do with the lawsuit settlement. So let's first cover the lawsuit settlement thing. Apparently there's quite a bit of money been settled from what's been rumored as the lease program, the people who were in the lease program not being, I guess, wasn't handled properly or whatever. I don't know exactly what the my lighting may change. There's a truck backing up next to me. We're at a pretty small truck stop, but it's a mom and pop place, and this was pretty tight. But the truth behind the lawsuit, I don't know it, and you don't know it, and probably 99.999% of the people who's talking about it don't know anything about it. We have to read the lawsuit to know what the lawsuit was truly about, and unless you got a law degree, you're not going to understand it. So if you believe the rumors, there was a lawsuit settled for the lease program not being 100% legit, legal, or whatever. And should you or I be concerned about a loss of jobs or cutting pay or anything like that to try to cover a lawsuit? And the answer to that is hell no, because I think it was like $100 million or something like that. What the hell is $100 million? That's nothing to a company the size of Swift Transportation. Now, does it mean that they are we willing to just give that money away? No. But the way lawsuits work is, let's say, well, let's just use that as an example. That money is not going to be paid out for quite a long time, and lawsuits of that magnitude are paid out over time. That doesn't mean the judge bangs his gavel and says, okay, Swift, they won, you owe them $100 million. First thing Swift's going to do is appeal it to a higher court, and that might take a couple of years to go through a higher court. Even if they said, okay, uncle, You know, we would rather just settle it and, you know, not to incur any more legal fees because we may lose anyway. So let's say we've settled it, and it is actually a settled deal. I know somebody's going to get in there and say, yeah, settle. Okay, you don't have to do that. This is an example purposes for education. The settlement is still going to be paid out over time. So who gets paid first? Obviously the lawyers, and then the lawyers have to figure out how much their fees are going to be based on the amount of time it's going to take to divvy out the money to all of those who gets money. Well, who gets the money? You know, I guess it depends on whether you qualified for the suit, and if you were named as a plaintiff in the suit, who gets how much and all that good jazz. Maybe it depends on how long you leased. You know, I mean, if somebody leased for the last 6, 7, 8 years, they obviously are going to get a bigger cut than someone who just started leasing, you know, a year ago, or, you know, a short period of time in the terms of the lawsuit. Okay, so bottom line is, them paying out $100 million, you know, is actually, they did that over 10 years. You know, $10 million a year is not really as painful as you may think. Okay, that's not going to be a problem. That lawsuit has nothing to do with anybody's loss of wage or salaries being cut, or nothing that you and I will feel. That is a fact. Okay, so the merger, you have Swift Transportation, the largest one out there. Obviously Swift knows what they're doing. It's not a factor of that. Night Transportation is also very successful. It's not a factor of that. Neither one of them actually are faltering and need the other to bail them. That's not, I don't see that being a case. Okay, but all speculation aside, anyone who speaks on this knows just what I know, which is not a goddamn thing. Okay, and let me also go on record and say I don't give a shit, and neither should you. That's not our business. Our business is not how the offices on the upper floors handle their business. Our business is when a load come across that Qualcomm, that we get it to its destination safely and on time. Get another one, do the same. Keep doing it till Friday and get paid. That's the only thing we need to be concerned about. And besides, unless you just, you know, someone who likes to involve themselves in drama, why would you care? Who gives a shit? And even if you got what you thought is the truth, why would the executive branch of either one of these trucking companies divulge any information like that? Why would they do that? They might tell you what is politically correct to say, but you'll never know what the real reason why Swift and Knight merged. So if you will never know, why in the shit you lose sleep over it? What I see is two powerful companies coming together and just became extremely more powerful. I'm happy about it. I see business, man. I don't see drama. I don't see, you know, the sky is falling. I don't see everything is half empty. That I don't see that in business. I see this being a very, very lucrative thing. So I opened up by saying I saw a Knight truck pulling a Swift trailer. And I'm pretty sure that there are Swift trucks pulling night trailers. Some people might say, oh man, oh gosh, that's the night is going to take over Swift, and Swift drivers are going to have to start doing night stuff, and you know, they're going to push some Swift drivers out here. Man, let me tell you something. That argument makes no sense. Let me tell you what I see. I see a whole hell of a lot more freight. I see sitting less. Now, that's going to be some growing pains, but not for any real significant time or significant pain. I see a very lucrative future. They'll both do very well. If one name goes away and the other one sticks, chances are that won't happen. But I mean, who knows? Neither you nor I was in the room when Mr. Swift and Mr. Knight sat down and had their conversation, and then said, okay, that was the real reason why we're doing this, but this is what we're going to tell everybody else. So how would you ever know? How would you ever know the real reason? You won't. And who gives a shit? Don't care about that. Don't care about other people's business. The name on the sign ain't your business. Your business is every Friday when you get paid. Your business is running the freight, getting it there on time, getting it there safely. That's what you need to worry about. Don't worry about the rest of that stuff. You can't change it anyway. So why bother with things that you can't change? I'm telling you, get on it while the getting is good. And I'm gonna ride this wave. And I believe this sucker go all the way to the shore. I'm down for it. And I'm kind of excited about it. I don't see any bad coming through it. You know, what's gonna happen in the future? We don't know. We don't know that. You and I don't know. You know, but I believe those who do their job and do it properly, efficiently, and make the company money. What difference does it make? Because they make money, you make money, and you ain't going nowhere because you make yourself an asset. Those of you that's worried about it, listening to me talk right now and saying, oh, 50, you got it wrong, man, we in trouble. Yeah, because your goddamn ass running 1,500 miles a week and sleeping in the goddamn bunk half the time and off and won't home time every goddamn week. Well, you know, maybe your ass ought to be worried, but I don't worry about that. And the rest of y'all don't be worried about that. That worry is worry. The rest of us go make that money. And don't concern yourself with what Swift at Night is doing. They didn't ask you your goddamn opinion, because you don't have one. So if you don't have one, why you worried? Okay? Tomorrow, I'm going to do a video and show you guys the different headsets that I got. I went home for Easter and overnight last night, and I brought some with me. So tomorrow's video, I'm going to show you guys the difference in the different headsets that Blue Parrot sent. You might like them. I know I would. So stay tuned, and tomorrow we'll look at some headsets. Here we go. Hey everybody, 50 Plus here. What do I do when my recruiter won't return my calls? They're lying to me. They don't have answers to the questions I'm asking. Problem is, once I get those questions, it's already too late. Industry standard. Once a recruiter has got you, they got you. You belong to them. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my recruiter's information. Her name is Autumn, and if you're thinking about joining Swift, that's who I want you to contact. Give her a call. She's going to send you through the process. Eventually, you're going to wind up on a mentor's truck. When you get in that truck, you're going to be in that truck for $200. For $200, I want your phone in the bunk. If you're willing to do that, I'm going to send you a Blue Pirate headset. You need to let Autumn know 50 Plus sent you.